It's the Menacing Podcast. I am back from vacation. I did listen to last week's episode. Russ and John did a adequate job of keeping the podcast going. Apparently, there was a rumor that I liked ice cream, and then it was dissolved last week, so I really appreciate that. I had no chance to stand up for myself, so I'm glad that you guys kind of squashed that on your own. And or is it quashed? Squashed?
I don't actually know. Squashed? We squashed it on our own?
Yeah.
We quashed it?
Yeah, something like that. So, but you know what?
Can you quash a squash, I guess would be the...
Or is that are those two English games? Or games that every other country plays?
Quidditch, right? That's the one.
A Squidditch?
Quidditch.
Yeah, no, I know.
The mythical game.
Yes. Well, it's not really a mythical anymore.
Well,
people...
Somebody invented a flying broom?
Well, okay. No, but people play... They run around with a broom.
So it's like LARPing?
Yes, it's part of LARPing. But
LARPing.
I think I've read that what is it? Quidditch is actually being introduced into college sports and stuff.
Oh my word! Of course it is.
Yeah. So why not?
By the way, quash.
Yes.
To quash is to reject or void, especially by legal procedure.
Oh. So all right. So either way, I like it. And I do want to say that we do have some good news.
Oh, we like that.
The podcast is officially international, so you're welcome, world.
Okay, yeah.
You're welcome.
There we go. We've done the world a favor.
We have. We're reaching people.
Yes.
That need to be reached. That's all we can say.
And that's all we can say.
Yeah, exactly.
Reaching the unreached.
Touching those that need to be touched.
Yep. That's right in the heart.
Yeah, right in the,
in the feels.
Yep. Get the tenders going.
We bring the feels to people.
There we go.
Russ, you don't laugh and cry at the end of this. I don't, at the same time. I don't know what you're doing. Well, you were going to say something.
Yeah,
I rudely cut you off.
No, it looks like you have something to talk about over there.
No, do I? I didn't mean to. My apologies.
Was that acting?
It's just the way I sit. Yeah,
you have the rusting I have a conversation look face going.
That's what I have a real problem with. That the resting looks like he's prepared face.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's better than the rusting other one.
Yeah, that's true. So. I've never been accused of that one, at least, but I have been accused of giving people the impression that I'm somebody who understands what's going on.
Yeah, you're ready to jump into a convo.
Yeah, but I can. I mean, I guess I can.
Okay. Well,
I always have something in the
hopper.
I know I just said I don't, but I was lying. So I came across an article I think you both would find interesting.
Okay.
Because, do you guys watch local news at all? Brent, you're old enough to.
Wow.
John, do you get into the local news? Okay, not interested. Brent, do you watch local news at all?
No, I don't really watch news at all.
Your newspapers, are your newspapers, are they local newspapers?
They would be, yes.
Okay.
If a paper boy would deliver them.
Curious, yeah. Oh, those kids and their work ethics. Am I right?
You're right. They don't get paid enough, or they're on strike with the other writers. I don't know what's going on.
Well, UPS is about to go on strike, so
good.
Just be careful there on your jokes about striking.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
But good thing UPS is going on strike now instead of at the holiday time.
Because you have stock in FedEx?
Yes, I do. It's on the rise.
You guys should go on strike. You're not being treated fairly.
You're not being paid enough.
You should encourage them. Buy stock in FedEx. That's it. Are they? I don't know. Are they a publicly traded company? Nobody
FedEx?
knows. Yeah.
You would think so, since it's Fed, which is Federal Express.
Is that what that stands for? I thought because it started as like a food delivery service. And they fed an X number of people.
Just feed an X. Or they fed. Yeah.
This is amazing. Okay. Well, anyway, so
things learned.
Little rabbit trail there, but so local weather people, right?
Sure.
I've always been curious. Why do they still have jobs?
Well, Because somebody's got to give us a guess at what could possibly happen in one day and only be right a quarter of the time.
Yeah, but I was going to say they're always wrong. And every one of them has an inflated ego. And the more local they are, the worse.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Sure.
Like, they're the people. It's the local weather people who are the ones who go into places and say, don't you know who I am?
I've heard a story about one doing that.
No, because I have an app that does your job. Artificial intelligence replaced you before artificial intelligence was a thing.
Yeah.
It replaced you. And you have the audacity to walk in here and say, don't you know who I am? No.
Should I?
Yeah, but are you somebody important? Well, I was perusing the interwebs.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And as prepared as I was, I didn't have the article pulled up.
This
is from a website called The Hustle.
Ooh.
.co. I don't know what is .co.
I think that's
Colorado.
Yeah.
Yes. Only in Colorado.
Yes. Actually, I think that's England thing, a United Kingdom thing.
Wait. What?
Yeah, if you look at a lot of the websites from England, I think they end in .co.
I thought they ended in .uk.
Oh, maybe they do. I think it's .uk.co.
Well, I'm confused now. If there's somebody out there,
could you imagine giving www.
It would make sense.
thehustle.uk.co.
It would make sense though because their telephone numbers are much longer. They're like +9 127465389 Well, that's the first half. Did you get that written down? I got the second half here for you. Which actually, I do want to just point out something here. I was looking at our... I almost used perusing again, but I was like, I used that one already. I got to come up with some. So I was looking through our statistics, or our stats.
Sure. What's going on over there?
I don't know.
Did we switch shares?
I don't know. That's something.
John's quietness is throwing you off, I think.
Well, I'm gonna explain. It is. It's his silent brooding has me a little worried. But also this article with the pertaining to the weather people has me a little shook. So
got you a little shook.
I'll make it clear why. But 3% of our audience is in the United Kingdom.
See?
And I don't want to take full credit for it, but I think it's because of the accent. I do the British accent, and it is...
Yeah.
I think they listen. They're like, he's one of us.
Yeah. Well, John did one last week that I think helped out.
That one would have...
I'm sure we got a couple percentage boost on that one too.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, mine was probably a little bit better, but I'm a
but his is a common person, so he knows the people. He touches the people.
He's the one who brings in the. But we're trying to aim for the higher ups in England. There, the wealthier people.
Oh yeah,
we want them to listen. I don't know about the poor people.
Whitehall, quite right.
So this article from the Hustle. Some magical place. .co. The Economics of Making It Rain is the title. It may sound like sci-fi, but weather modification is a decades-old business that's growing internationally. Seems like a harmless article here.
Did they just claim that they control the weather?
Yes, Brent.
Okay.
They just did. Funny you should ask. On an average summer day, the article begins, Gary Walker, not very British, arrives early to his office in Stamford, Texas.
Well, that's why it's not very British.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Stanford, so close. Texas, way far away.
Stanford's in Connecticut. Everybody knows that. He typically does some paperwork, maybe talks to his 2 fellow employees. Much like a fireman, he's waiting for a call.
A call about what? Okay. You're taking your time. You got me on the edge of my seat.
I'm doing a dramatic reading here. It's not just I'm going to tip my hand. I also got to burn up time. We got a 45-minute podcast. It's a lot of time to fill. We got to figure out somehow.
I'm so sorry.
My way of contributing to that is by reading slowly.
Okay.
So I also have to sound out the words in my head.
Can you read slowly, faster, please?
Yes. In his case, this is where it gets interesting. Yes. In his case, a call from his meteorologist That's the call he's waiting for. Ooh. When the meteorologist forecasts imminent rain clouds, he tells Walker that it's time to get in the air. Walker then strides out of his office to the nearby hangar that houses his 2 airplanes, small craft built in the 1970s, but he trusts them to take him straight into storms that periodically darken the skies of this flat agricultural area 200 miles west of Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Which is closer to California for all of those that do not live in the United States.
Okay. I didn't actually know that. All right.
Well, anything
geometry
west
is not really my thing, so. Cloud seeding is not new.
I'm sorry, what?
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding is not new.
Okay. What's cloud seeding? Where you fly your plane into
If you would stop interrupting, I would get to it. But when it makes national or international news, like when China used cloud seeding to try to keep rain out of Beijing during the 2008 Olympics, it tends to be greeted with skepticism or even suspicions of Icarian arrogance. Which we all know, of course, the story of Icarus. Sure. Around the world, however, a niche group of people like Gary Walker have cloud seeding contracts with government agency, farmers, and business owners to increase rainfall or snowfall. Ooh. Some of these weather. I guess technically it is wetter. Some of these weather modification contracts have run continuously for decades. But despite cloud seeders' remarkable ability to harness the weather and a need for more precipitation in much of the American West, their industry remains small. They can alleviate water shortages, but not solve them. Now, I'm going to skip ahead. It's a long article, but I'm trying to hit some points here.
We get it. They control the weather. They're acting like Storm from X-Men. Of course, Halle Berry did it better.
So now, as Gary Walker points his plane's nose towards dark skies, get this.
Okay.
His meteorologist is in his ear, directing him towards the best clouds based on radar data. Pilots typically try to avoid clouds that produce rain and storms, but Walker aims for them. This is how, I'm done reading the article.
Okay.
This is how meteorologists keep their jobs, because they have this. I'm going full-on conspiracy here.
Oh, good. I like
put your tinfoil hats on. Or if you're in England, put your aluminium hats on. There is a cabal of meteorologists. They have these guys in planes. They use silver iodide. They shoot silver iodide into the clouds.
That seems rude.
Facilitates more. Yeah, I don't know. Are clouds like vampires and silver, or is it werewolves? Sorry, werewolves.
Yeah, but
are clouds like werewolves? Is it a were-cloud?
Yeah,
and I don't think they would respond.
Or isn't it the cloud's body, the cloud's choice?
I don't know. Nobody.
Did they get permission?
The meteorologist gave them permission.
No, that's not the cloud.
And that is all you need. But this is how I always wondered how to because they have this cabal where they're like, all right, Danny, listen here, we got a job for you. I just told a bunch of saps out there that it was going to rain.
Make it happen.
So you better go make it rain. So help me, if you fail again, you're going to end like Tommy, who ended up crashing his plane accidentally.
It's a cabal mob.
Yeah, it is. It's the Weatherman Mafia. This is
Stormy Daniels. I heard is the leader.
She does have a good meteorologist name. You're dead right on that. But there is this group of people out there. There's not a ton of them who go around seeding clouds.
Sure. I mean, rounding up clouds.
Seeding them. They don't round them up. Have you ever tried to lasso a cloud? I mean,
have you ever tried to pin down?
I have not.
Cloud,
no, yeah, trying to. That's. I have not. No, Maria's a problem.
Real, she is.
We gotta deal.
Why hasn't anybody ever discussed that?
Maria being a problem?
Yeah.
Or cloud seeding? Oh, okay.
No, Maria being a problem.
I don't know, because nobody knows how to
problem?
solve it. Nobody knows.
Yeah, there was no answer to that song.
Not even the nuns knew.
Exactly.
If a nun can't figure it out, what are you left with?
Well, you're left with the sound of music.
But I feel like not enough people talk about what's going on in the meteorologist field, where they wield so much power that they can be wrong 100% of the time. And yet because they're calling up these people, they're trying to change the weather. Meteorologists have gone to a whole new level. Am I the only one who sees this? I feel like I'm the only one who sees this.
No, I think it's. I mean, I even pointed out that they're trying to. They try to control the weather. So yeah, they're trying to keep their jobs. Well, let's be real. They're controlling the weather, and
how do they keep their? I still don't understand how they keep their jobs as a meteorologist. They can read radar. Radars, meteorologists can't.
Yeah. Well, especially
look at this. The radar has a key on the bottom for me.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to read a radar. I can read a radar. If I can read a radar, then
yeah, I got it.
Rainy McStormyson, the meteorologist, can.
But so is it like? Now, is the meteorologist that's in the ear of Simon McWalker over there?
Yep. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Gary Walker.
Gary Walker, there we go. Is he or she the one that's actually on TV pretending to be the meteorologist? Or are
this
they
is the problem, right? Because
actually meteorologists.
Because they don't identify.
Ooh. Rough.
The meteorologist, because they're even too afraid in this article to name the meteorologist.
Yeah.
They can't even do it. They'll be killed.
Yeah. Wow.
They will.
Stormy's been known to go off the handle.
I don't know what happened. He got struck by lightning. That looks like bullet holes. Lightning will do that to you.
It's very precise in the hole size that it leaves.
There's strangulation marks on his neck. Lightning is a dangerous beast.
Don't mess with the lightning.
That's why you never go under a tree in a thunderstorm.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
You'll get choked by lightning.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's it. But I'm just saying, I feel like I cracked something open here.
I think more people are going to be looking up into the sky during a storm, going, "Look at that plane." They are seeding those clouds. What is seeding? Because it wasn't really actually are they?
Well, it is explained. I kind of skipped over that.
Are they trying to?
The point wasn't to have an actual conversation about it, but
it's just weird. It's just are they trying to impregnate the clouds, seeding them?
I mean, essentially that's what it is. I'm reading through this.
I like that.
Yeah, so, thank you. Yeah. That's what you got to. So they shoot the silver iodide flares.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So they
shoot them into the cloud, and it helps facilitate more rain. So they say. There's really in the article. There's not a lot of evidence that says this actually works.
Oh, okay, very good. Good thing we're flying into cloud, shooting shots of iodine everywhere.
Iodide.
Oh, iodide.
Yeah, it's not eating. It's not dining out. It's dying. It's iodide. That ship has sailed. So
goodness gracious. Whatever. I think it's poppycock and hogwash. I'm trying to broaden.
According to this, it's science.
Science! Nailed it! I'll fly a plane into a storm. Why not? Well, I would like a newer plane, though. A 70s plane, that seems a bit rough. I used rough twice now.
So I finally found the part where it talks about the...
seeding?
So, yes.
Good.
So, in a suitably moist cloud... Terrible word. Tiny silver iodide particles
keeps getting better.
Will act as nuclei with water vapor glomming onto them. Some really good words here. More and more water vapor continues to accumulate until the ice crystal gets heavy enough to fall to the earth as either snow or rain, depending on the temperature.
All right. So essentially, somebody goes up in their plane to...
Yeah, you shoot it in there. And
you do your thing and go.
Yep.
So weird. Are you snoring over there?
I thought he fell asleep for a second. I don't know if people can hear that, but John was. But anyways, I just now we do know, and I'm the first one to do an expose on how weather people, meteorologists are grouped into that.
Yeah.
How they keep their jobs.
Yeah. Well,
second one, they weren't doing it. They were just talking about cloud seeding. I took their article and I exposed the fact that meteorologists are a cabal of mobsters threatening people to try to make their predictions come true.
Very. You know what? I think you're spot on with that.
So next time you see your weather person in the store, say, "I'm on to you." I know your game.
I do know who you are, and I'm watching you closely.
Yeah, but maybe not. Maybe don't say that. That might have the police coming, give you a little visit.
5,
they
6,
they are minor celebrities, so.
On the 5, 6, and 10 o'clock news, I am watching you.
Every hour on the hour, I'm watching.
Sometimes they do the radio, and I'm listening.
Those people are okay on the radio.
Yeah.
They don't have the ego problem because nobody would recognize them.
Exactly. Do you know who I am?
No, absolutely not. I'm not. Should I?
Do you recognize this voice? No, but you got a weird face.
Oh, you must be on radio.
Yeah, so you've heard me. No,
you just have a weird face. Yeah, that's how I knew. All right, so that's my topic there. You can take off your aluminum foil hats.
Well, hold on.
Oh, okay.
John's coming. John's going to come in strong next. So
okay.
We don't know what he's bringing to the table.
He
hasn't spoke. So
I am on the edge of my. Is he even here? Do we actually know if he's here?
I think so. We just heard him giggle.
Meteorologist.
Are you? He's using AI to speak for him on the podcast.
Oh, good night. This would be a long podcast. Of course, it would be kind of cool because it'd sound like Bumblebee or Stephen Hawking.
That's just not as smart. So, John, what do you got for us, bud?
Well, actually, while you were talking about that, I looked up, the meaning of meteorologist, and I kind of was scrolling through, and someone asked the question, is meteorology a stressful job? And the answer is, meteorologists tend to not find their job stressful.
Well, no,
all you're doing is telling people if they're a Virgo or a Cancer.
Which likely contributes positively to career satisfaction.
Well, yeah, they do. They're the only people who just stand up in front of a green screen and then get to walk around the rest of the time going, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Well, and it said, an expert in or student of meteorology, a weather forecaster, and then meteorologist predicts rain for the rest of the week.
That's awesome.
I actually kind of want to become a meteorologist now. That's the best way to just skate through life.
Yeah.
Just be like, sorry, got it wrong.
Well, a meteorologist must earn a bachelor's degree with at least 24 semester hours of meteorology courses. I love math and science, but to be a successful meteorologist, you need to know them very well and be good at them.
Why?
Well,
so it's 90 degrees here and 80 degrees over here, so I guess there's a what is that? Carry the 2. An 8-degree difference, I guess. I don't know. There's some differences out there. It does everything for you. You pick up your app. You just sit out there and you go, "Hey Siri" or "Hey Google." What's the weather forecast for today?
Right. Well, it's probably stormy.
That's always a good bet. If it's not, they'll do their best to make sure it is.
Yes.
Well, of course. So, the topic I came upon was, let's see, a Paris airport has PS5 setups for people to play on.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that won't make anybody late for their flight.
Well, it's interesting that, because that was the first thought that I had. I'm like, you're going to have people miss their flights because they're gaming, and the airports in Paris have PS5 gaming setups, much to the excitement of travelers. Well, of course. The gaming zones offer a chance to enjoy popular titles like FIFA 23, Astro Bot, and Gran Turismo, making wait times fly by.
That makes a lot more sense than having a bigger game where you have to save it. And you're like, oh, I'm in the middle of this mission here, and then somebody overwrites it the next time they save it.
Well, again, though, hold on here. So a renewed tech YouTuber MKBHD, shared photos of these gaming areas, revealing their availability free of charge. Oh, so it's free. I didn't know that. Passengers can also relive retro gaming moments with classic titles such as Pac-Man and Donkey Kong in the arcade sections.
Wow.
Additionally, a baby foot area allows friends and families to enjoy mini football together. Paris Airport's gaming service is winning over fans and turning layovers into enjoyable experiences. It's interesting because people are going to miss their flights. You just know they will.
Absolutely.
Because what if, like, the PS5, gaming station is, like, I don't know, a long ways away from your connecting flight.
They have it at the entrance of the airport.
The airport's as big as O'Hare. Here you go. There's the gaming station. Yes, your gate is 3 miles that way.
Yeah. They don't even have it after security, so you have to still go through security.
You just have people just sitting in the line. It's my turn. You've been down there for 4 hours.
I was going to say, that was something that I thought would be a big problem. They're like, oh, you have been playing this the entire time. There's other people in this airport. Because how many did they have?
They don't say how many they have.
Okay.
So it looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6.
That's
6
not
TVs.
near enough.
Oh,
yeah. Not near enough.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you play... Well, no, that doesn't even... Because you'd get family members. But I was going to say, if you play like FIFA or something, you could have at least 2 players going at the same time.
That's true. How long, though, do you think before somebody puts a controller through the TV?
Oh, not very. Not very.
Come on, I was robbed.
I mean, it would be much like an American playing like Madden, getting pissed at the airport, going, "What? That was a penalty!" And the controller just sails.
And the French people are known for their calmness when they're protesting, of course. So that's one of the things they're...
I think what they have is like a meditation gaming system. Inner peace. Inner peace. So.
Somebody sitting in the corner. Woosah.
But, it got me thinking, what if this kind of becomes a thing? Like, what if airports start to adapt this thing?
You can't.
Well, and what I'm saying, like, what airport would actually even take the risk? Well, Paris obviously did, but it's just like, could you imagine, like, L.A., Dallas, or even like Detroit, Chicago here, like with these like gaming stations, like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, or anything like that, or Wii? It's like, okay, so we have a bunch of gamers now just chilled in the airport for.
They move. Get out of my basement now! Fine, I'm going to the airport.
It's like that movie with Tom Hanks where he's stuck in the airport all
Terminal.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a bunch of, I'm going to the airport. If you take away my PlayStation.
Well, soon they're going to put in a huge piano where you can like dance on.
Another Tom Hanks reference.
It's interesting because I read an article where a man actually lived in an airport for a while because he got kicked out of the house because his wife demanded something of him, and he goes, "No, I'm not going to change." He lived in an airport.
Ironically, he was playing too much PlayStation.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Well, fine, then I know a place that has PlayStations, and they will not kick me out.
I gotta go wonder if there's like a time limit on how long you can play these things.
Well, yeah, because now I'm like thinking...
There's gotta be, because there's some long layovers.
Right.
And if you're like jumping in and you're like got a 2-hour layover and you're up against some smelly French guy with a 5-hour layover, I mean, that's gonna be so annoying.
Well, true. Very true. What I'm afraid of is going to the airport, getting on my flight, going away for a week, coming back, seeing the same person in the seat, Cheeto dusted up. Just like, dude, first of all,
I'm almost about to beat this.
First of all, I don't think you showered in a week. Gross.
That's France.
Say anchovies next to me. Don't even worry about it.
We do not even smell anything different.
Well, you took a picture when he was there. You came back a week later. So this is before, and now this is after. You need to leave. So.
Yeah.
5 more, 2 liters of Mountain Dew next to it.
Word. It's not filled with Mountain Dew anymore. Sir, you have to leave the airport.
Wait, I have not finished filling up this one right here.
Can you save these, though? So, if you do have to go to the bathroom...
No, I think if you get up and go, I don't think you can save it at the... I mean, I don't know how the French do things, but I would say... In an American airport, if you get up and gotta go to the bathroom, sorry.
Yeah, that's
open. There's no savies.
Yeah, you can't say, like, bathroom, seat saved.
Yeah, maybe if you brought somebody along who could fill the seat for you, sit there.
Well, then you get back and they're going to be mean and be like, no, I'm going to play.
Yeah, they're like, well, I started playing and I really like it.
I'm actually quite good, so I kind of want to keep on going. So.
I just beat your score.
Well, and the Vegas airport they have slots and gambling in the airport. So it's like, I can see them adding like a video game or gaming area. It's like, here, play Xbox or PlayStation.
If it was in Vegas, it wouldn't be for free.
Oh well, no, it wouldn't. It's $5. Like, what?
Try your luck. Can you get it to $5?
Can you beat Messi in this FIFA game?
Oh man! So it was just very interesting to see something like that. Where I'm like, I've never heard of that before. I didn't even know that would even be a thing because your goal is to not be at an airport for very long.
Yeah.
And now it's like
you're.
Hey, stay! I've never played PlayStation 5. Maybe I want to buy. Let me play this right now. Ooh!
Now you give people an incentive to stay
right next to the Hotel Marriott in the airport.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was just very interesting. I mean, they have some pictures I'll show you guys later, but it's just like because you
wait, who are you showing? Like
what type of TVs though? I mean, that's my question.
The box ones from the 90s. So,
are they? Do they actually, utilize the? Well, that's a nice setup they've got there. They've got actually professional
gaming chairs.
Well, no, the gaming chairs.
And maybe that's the key. They don't put comfortable chairs. You're like, I'm done.
It looks like it's on a PlayStation display, you would find in a an electronics store.
Yeah.
A Best Buy or Circuit City.
Yeah. Wow, there you go. Naming some of the oldies. Actually, looks like a slot that you would find at the Vegas airport.
Okay, and they do have the controllers on some sort of string.
Okay,
not
so
a string, but they're still pretty close to the TV. You could still get a controller.
I kind of
into the TV.
I kind of feel like if somebody's that mad, I don't think the controller will stop them. They could punch it still.
Oh, that's true, and that's easily within punching range.
Well, if there's a will, there's a way. Someone will find out.
Yeah, that's
rips the controller completely off the cord.
I know. And here's all right. We got another one.
Yeah.
Can you bring out the spare? We're through 10 today. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
so it would be 2 for you, right? That's a 6 setup there, 6 TV setup.
Now it'd be actually kind of interesting if all you did was play against the people around.
Oh, interesting.
Like you played FIFA, so, it's like, all right, you're only allowed to play the people around you. That way you can't.
Nah, that wouldn't be fair. All these Europeans would want to just play the Americans because they would be so much better if it were playing FIFA.
The Americans are like, oh, can we get a Madden game?
What is it? What is this? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Is this Quidditch?
Quidditch.
Oh, I could go on for 7 days.
Well, call back for you.
I did hear Quidditch 2024 is coming out.
I think that
EA Sports. It's in the game.
John Madden's Quidditch.
It's indie games.
I would love.
So boom, right there.
I would love to hear John Madden either do a Quidditch, like call a Quidditch game or call a soccer game. Oh, he went right up the center, and he shoots, and goal.
Quidditch, he'd just be like, I don't know what's happening.
There's a little ball flying around.
They did a good job by not doing gaming chairs.
Yeah,
right. Because you would have nobody would leave.
Oh, just wait. There's someone who's gonna have a mobile
They're gonna
gaming
bring
chair.
their own.
Yeah, it's wait. So what is in your bag? Don't worry about it. What? And all of a sudden, boom! I got my gaming chair. It's like
it's like an Iron Man type of thing. Pushes something on his wristwatch and the chair molds around him.
The carry on luggage turns into
a gaming chair. He's got his Mountain Dew, his Cheetos already for him. Oh my goodness!
Maybe some nachos and cheese.
Yeah. That's interesting. We'll see how many people miss their flights because of this.
Yeah. I was gonna say, soon, like I said. And if you start here in PS5 and just sitting soon you're gonna be you can have people golfing and tennising with each other, throwing out.
It's a lot.
I know Wii Sports,
very dangerous.
Bowling. It's
Two people were injured and sent to the hospital after walking by a couple people playing Wii bowling.
Controllers flying out of hands. I mean, it's funny because you did mention a couple of games. They didn't mention Call of Duty.
Nah, duty.
Or
Nah.
Or God of War or anything like that. Why do you think they wouldn't have Like one of those
Because I
games.
don't think those are as quick as like FIFA and the racing game.
or Astrobot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course we all know Astrobot.
Of course, a very popular game.
Yes.
How long before we get virtual reality?
I was actually
in
going to
there?
ask that. Like, how weird would it be walking through and they got the goggles on and they're like boxing?
Could you imagine doing like the horror or like zombie type virtual reality?
Just
also
running through the airport.
Now everyone's running through the airport and running into walls and hurting each other. They're screaming that they're gonna die, even though they do know that's not real. Like Paris airport would be like, "This is amazing."
Hey, that guy picked up a chair. It was probably a bad idea to put wrestling as one of the games.
The small child's being thrown. Oh dear, oh dear.
But my thing, what they should really do, right? This is my idea here.
Oh, okay.
Set up a bunch of gaming PCs and put Flight Simulator on it
Oh, there you
for people to play in the airport.
That'd be cool.
That would be. It would be even better if they could hook it up to the actual air control.
That plane is flying right towards the building.
You might want to pull up.
Well, I will say, so Dave and Buster's, they have something like that. It's like a huge, like it's almost like it looks like a huge just ball.
Okay.
You know, and you walk in, it's like a flight simulator, or like a war flight thing, and you're literally immersed in, so the whole screen's around you. So it's pretty cool. So fun. And they have it for, I think there was a flying game, or I think they even had it for Halo too. So
Wait, what? At Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
We're going to do the podcast there next week.
Nobody will hear us because of all the screaming children.
And actually, and Wednesday is half off game, so there you go.
Hey.
You know what surprised me, though, about Dave and Buster's?
Sure.
How many people bring their kids there?
Well, I
I
mean,
think that's supposed to be for adults.
no, it's the alcohol that's for the adults. The games are still for kids.
I mean, no, I disagree with that.
There are some games there I'm like, probably not for children.
Take your child to Chuck E. Cheese where they belong.
Have you been to
Or
Chuck E.
leave
Cheese?
them home. I don't care.
Have you
but
been to Chuck E. Cheese?
what do you mean? Have I been? No, I mean when I was a
It's
kid.
been many years. Has it changed?
I was gonna say. it's
Russ
like-
is like, yeah, last week. Okay, well,
I go there every couple of weekends. You know.
911. What's your emergency?
He's beating up the mouse again.
You are not real. You don't control me. Stay out of my dreams.
Oh my god.
He's on like the Chuck E. Cheese ban list. Never let this man run it.
I thought you looked familiar before we
Faces
met.
in the entrance of it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
And it's funny because his picture was actually made from the little sketch picture that you get to put tokens in.
Yeah, it's
He
so
incriminated
crazy.
himself. They're
Yeah.
like, we'll take that. Don't allow it.
oh man. Well, it's like what's gonna be next? You know, gaming at airports, gaming wherever. I don't know.
They should install that at hospitals. I'm just saying, you know, you're waiting for somebody to get your loved one to get out of surgery. You missed your child's birth.
Yeah, but I got the highest score.
High score.
Hashtag accomplishments.
By the way, I'd put that on the name. Hashtag accomplishment. That's a child's name.
Oh, they brought me the birth certificate. I wasn't really paying attention.
I thought it was because I got the highest score.
Yeah.
So our son hashtag awesome.
Smith.
Well, and you know, so there are some. I think China. I'm not really sure. There's another article I saw China where they actually have places where women can leave their husbands while they go shopping. It's like
I beg your pardon.
It's like a husband, like they just leave them in there. They can watch TV or something like
What
that.
husband is going shopping?
First of all, that's a brilliant idea.
I kind of agree with you. I think it's great.
They already create that. It's called an app. You go on like your grocery store app and you shop online.
But like, if the lady of your life wants to go to the mall or something, and you begrudgingly go because you know you like certain amenities that she provides, and you want to make her happy because the saying "happy wife, happy life." So you go to the mall. If there was a room.
You're walking pretty carefully around this right
There was a room
Yeah.
where my wife was just like, can I check him in? And they gave me a sticker with my name on it. And I got to run in with other husbands and just sit quietly in front of a TV without asking what the movie's about or what's going on in the show or
You know what? That's a really good point. And I answered a question I had in my head while you were talking, because I was like, why don't they do this for wives? Because they would be yelling and fighting with each other.
Exactly.
If we had a room like this for the wives.
Right.
Men don't do that. Men get together. We're like, hey, pass the chips.
Yeah, say snacks and drinks.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? I'll take some chips and a beer. Here you go. Sit down. Thank you.
And it's just
It
like,
would be the
hi, I'm
quietest room.
Russ.
Yeah.
And then, hi, I'm
And then,
Michael. Whatever, and it's just like,
Oh,
you
your
say
husband's name is get over here now. Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
And then the wives could come back and be like,
Have a ticket. I need to check out my husband.
I'm here for 89.
It's like a coat check.
Can you please go get him? Yes, I can, ma'am. He is taking a nap currently. Yeah. Would you like me to arouse him, or would you?
That's what I'm saying, because the picture they showed was a man in a lazy boy leaning back, drinking and watching TV in this enclosed area.
I wasn't on board with this when it first got brought up, but I actually think this is a good idea. And I would go to this. I would accompany my wife on all her shopping excursions if they had this.
And you know what? The reason they couldn't have this at like a hardware store or something for the wives is for the very point that you brought up, Russ. You bring the wives in there, nobody knows what the movie's about. Nobody knows what's going on in the show.
They'll all be gossiping about each other.
Exactly. There's gossip everywhere. Nobody would care what's being, like, what they want for a snack. So no snacks would be given.
There'd be a lot of tears because people would be making, backhanded comments to each other.
Yeah,
exactly.
It would be...
Oh, that's a bold choice for somebody with your body type.
You went with that hairstyle? Oh, okay. Cute.
Wow, another cupcake. Okay.
I remember when I was that young too.
Well, and for an extra feature, she can actually have him have like a little tablet, and so when she takes a picture of something, she's like, "Do you think it's look pretty on me?" You could just yes or no.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
just really
really
good.
good.
And then there you go.
They let you take that. And they also have cameras so you can check in on your husband.
Exactly.
Yes. Like perfect. See what he's up to. If he's okay, if he's choking or not.
Yeah.
Perfect. It would be great.
Yeah, they have fully stocked everything,
Yeah,
exactly. You can any type of drink you want.
China did it right.
Wait, I can have another beer? Is somebody going to make a comment?
Yeah, can you give me one?
Yeah. Cheers.
In the back of your...
I think this is a great idea now. This is amazing.
Yeah. The only problem is none of the guys would leave. They would just live there. It'd be a commune of men. Just a commune of bros.
Or the wife would just leave him there. But I forgot my husband. Hold on, I'll be fine.
Like
4 hours later, where are you? She's like, home. Where are you? Yeah, I went to the mall with you.
Yeah.
Did you forget about me?
I just got home. I went to the mall. I went with you.
Yeah. The stipulation is the husband gets to keep the keys for the car.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yes.
So she has to come
why
back.
would the woman have the keys
Yeah,
to
in the first place.
car? That seems...
That's weird.
Yeah.
What? Dude, I drive my wife's van, and it has a very specific license plate.
What? Okay.
It's one of those ones that you get to create. I don't want to say it because I don't want people to look it up.
Oh, you have a vanity plate?
Yes, a vanity plate.
Oh.
So it says something very specific towards a female, like being a female. So when we do road trips, I've had guys pull up next to me and look over like they're going to be like Johnny Bravo smooth, and you got the bearded dude, and I look over and they're like, oh gosh, what? Yeah. I'm the husband. So
well, today you never know.
Yeah, well, that's
just
true.
saying.
That's
you might,
true.
You might just be the bearded lady.
That's very true. I think I saw one the other day.
Playing video games at airports and chilling at the mall.
And chilling at the mall.
You know what, though? They create a room like that at one of our local malls. I'm there every weekend.
Your wife wouldn't even go with you. You're just I'm meeting up with Phil at the mall. All the guys are just meeting up at the mall to hang out here. The mall's losing tons of money because it's spending it all restocking the bar at the...
It's the quietest place.
Soon they're going to have to rule every little sign up says, must be accompanied by wife.
No shoes, no shirt, no wife, no service.
Oh, well, we are at the end here, Brent. I don't know if you had anything to add before we peace out.
I don't think I really have anything to add except for maybe ponder this. Maybe we can put up a poll or something.
Going to the Ponderosa.
Yeah. But
sorry, that's sentimental. Sorry,
Sorry, John.
that's okay. That's okay.
oh, that steak buffet.
Tender-hearted.
Jeez.
Ponder this for a week. Maybe we'll pick it back up. They say humor's the best medicine. Never understood why Jesus didn't tell more jokes.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, he did.
No, they were never recorded.
Yeah, they were never recorded.
The disciples were like, "That was a dad joke. Not putting that in."
Yeah. Peter probably remembered if he was like, "I'm not putting that in the Bible."
Yeah. They accidentally put in Peter almost drowning in the sea because Jesus was like, "Oh, this is a lesson," and they're like, "Really?" And then later, after it was recorded, he goes, "Gotcha! That was a prank on me. I got a good laugh at it." So why didn't Jesus add more humor?
Interesting.
For our
Okay,
healing.
that's whole.
I mean, he died for our sins. Why couldn't he heal us with more humor?
That is. He was the best medicine. I think he was.
He was the best medicine.
All right. Well, there you go. Goodness knows where that's gonna take us.
Yeah. I just want to let everybody know that everybody in this room, except for me, is very nervous about this. They seem very edgy.
A little bit.
It's okay. Hey, you know what? We are at the end, so you can catch us on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Podcast, all the podcasts. Go in there, whatever ones you can rate and review us, please do. Give us 5 stars at least. I think that's the minimum that you can give.
And on Spotify, if you scroll down under the episode, it has a poll usually. Well, not a poll, but a question about how the episode was. You can leave a comment there.
Awesome.
And soon we will be in local malls and airports, our own little stand.
Chilling with the bros, yes.
No, it's called the Menacing Podcast area.
There we go. Yeah. No questions, no wives, no fuss.
No muss.
Yeah, exactly. So hit us, you can also email us. Please hit us up on our email, menacingpodcast@gmail.com. Ask us a question, tell us your thoughts, whatever you'd like. We'll talk about it. And then Russ.
We are on Twitter now, too, @Menacing Podcast.
We're on Twitter, @Menacing Podcast. Get at us. We're growing. We're international.
Elon Musk likes us.
There we go. Elon. What? Elon?
He loves us.
He's in the house.
Don't ask him, but he loves us.
So, until next week, make sure you're still sipping on your favorite thing while you're listening to us, and let's have a good week.